Hey, it's Jasmine. So today I'm bringing you guys this full face look using all indie brand makeup. Now, if you guys don't know what an indie brand company really means, it just means that they're independently owned. They're not owned by a bigger company, for example, like L'Oreal, Estee Lauder, none of that. So these are just independently owned brands, and some of them, they're only exclusive online. Some of them you can find at Ulta, Sephora. So some are just readily available to just pick up in stores. So I'm so excited to bring you guys this look right here. It is just something super natural, super simple, but we are going to dive into some things that I feel like you just maybe have never heard of. So I'm excited to bring you guys this look, and let's get started. So to start off this video, we're going to use my Touch in Stone No Problem Primer. This is still one of my favorite primers right now. I haven't been using it quite often because you guys know Catrice Keep Me Matte is like my ride or die right now, but this, all 2018, I swear to God, this was the only primer I was using. So I still hold it to a really high standard, and I freaking love it because when you apply foundation on top of it, it never bunches up and it's so smooth. It's a silky texture that kind of just blends into the skin. I don't know, to me it's like the best type of smoothing primer on the market, and it doesn't have that silicone texture to it. It just feels like a light moisturizer. For foundation today, I'm using the ShopMissA Satin Foundation. I do have a video on my channel reviewing this, so if you missed it, I'll have it linked up above. And as always, I always update my ShopMissA playlist, so if you did miss something, check there in case you need to see something from ShopMissA. But I'm going to be using this today because it's really lightweight and it just feels like nothing on the skin. So you do want to remember to shake it up because it is really liquidy. And you also want to remember to pair it with a pore filling primer or a mattifying primer. And if you're wondering, well, what if I don't? Then it'll kind of break down a lot faster, so it won't last on the skin. I just find that having a nice, smooth, matted down base kind of just keeps this foundation just staying in place because it is a satin. Now in this foundation in particular, I'm in the shade Pure Beige. I like to start off with about this much first, and then I'm going to blend it in with my ShopMissA Paw Paw blender. Some of you guys were like, do you still like that blender? Yes, I do. I just had this one stored away because I was traveling. You guys know I went to Disneyland, and I had this one just packed away like a month early. So you guys just didn't see it for about a month, but I still really do like this. I know a lot of people have been DMing me saying that they don't like it, and it might just be preference wise. I like it because it's really soft and smooth, but my second favorite sponge from their website is definitely the Mochi blender. That one, great as well. A little firmer than this. And I also have a review that I just remembered that I filmed testing out all of their sponges. So if you do want my review on all of the sponges on their website, definitely check that out. But still, I think that this one is my number one. Now the base is looking really, really good, really soft, really smooth. I did get a little bit of tan when I was in LA, so my neck is just a tiny bit too dark, but it's fine. We're gonna go in with bronzer later. Now I do have two concealers with me. I have my Colourpop concealer as well as my ShopMissA one. Both of these, they don't match me when I put them on alone, so I'm gonna mix it. Now the thing is that when I mix my Colourpop with my ShopMissA, it creates this really nice full coverage concealed look that I really do love. If I use Colourpop alone, I don't feel like it gives me the fullest coverage, and if I use the ShopMissA one alone, I feel like it just looks cakey. So they balance each other out, and the Colourpop one is in medium dark 32, and the ShopMissA concealer is in the shade Porcelain. I do believe, I don't know if it's going to happen, but I do believe ShopMissA might come out with a new concealer formula because I don't know. I feel like this is a little too matte for some people, and sometimes, like I said, it can cake up your foundation. Now the cool thing is that Colourpop is also sold at Ulta. So if you do want to get or swatch one of their concealers, they do have a display. So definitely go check that out. You could probably use your coupons on it, like I always mention, which is such a good steal. And I know they have a couple of their palettes, like not all of their palettes, but they do have like yes please. They should have double entendre. You know, the basic palettes that I feel like are bestsellers. Before I go in with powder, I'm going to do my eyebrows, and today I'm going to take another Colourpop product. This one is their Precisely Brow Pencil. I have the shade Cool Cocoa, and this is actually a little warm on me for some weird reason, even though it does say cool. And when you compare it to my actual hair color, which is black, it looks like a warm brown, but that's just how it is with a lot of brow pencils. So typically in brow products, I typically range around a dark brown, and usually those ones are pretty good on me, but I don't believe that dark brown was in the selection. So I'm just gonna take Cool Cocoa, and it's just a micro brow pencil. If you've never used this before, it is super pigmented. So I like to go in with a very light hand. I always start at the outer part of my brow where the arch is, and then I like to fade it in. And I stop here, I take the spoolie out, and that's where I blend it forward, just so it looks nice and soft and not like a block brow. I have a brand new exciting product from Juno&Co. This is their Juno Blur Makeup Setting Powder. Now, I was actually chosen from the owners of the brand to test out this powder before it was launched. So months and months ago, like probably like the new year, they sent me some samples to try out, give them my feedback, what can they improve on, what I liked, and this is the final product. So they do have two shades, and this one is a more expensive item on their website. This retails for $28. So I'm excited to see if it's worth that hefty price point. They did give me the Airbrush shade, and I think their other one is called Flawless, but it's more of a beigey powder. So this one is definitely going to be more translucent or white on me, so it will brighten up my complexion. The packaging is very expensive. Wow, I am so excited. Oh, you know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of the Becca Hydra Mist powder, because there is a little netted sifter on the top. That is very, very interesting. They also launched some brand new brushes, so I will be using this in today's tutorial. Now, these look so expensive. So this is their newer version, and then let me compare it to an older version brush. The brush heads are different, the color is different. This feels a little bit more weighted than this one. Overall, I'm just excited to try it out because I love their original brushes for sure. So I'm just excited to see how this one works out for me. So let's get into them. So I am just going to set this under my eyes. And this is actually supposed to refine the appearance of pores, obviously matte you down, and just overall just blur your skin. So it's kind of in the name Juno Blur, and honestly, it's kind of doing that. Their original formula that they sent me was absolutely stunning. It was very similar to me when I was testing it out and when I was trying it out. It was just very lightweight and very similar to the Laura Mercier, but not as heavy. So if you guys have used it and you guys have tried to bake with it, it can get a little like tight and heavy around the eye area. This one is very similar to the Longevity, but it just stays so lightweight and natural on the skin. Looks like there's no flashback. This is a really bad photo of me. Overall, it looks like my entire face is one even tone, which I mean it is, it should be. Hey, no flashback for a white powder. That's where it's at. I do want to move into the eyeshadow today, so I'm going to use two palettes. The first one is going to be the Alter Ego Daydream palette, and the second one is going to be the Gold Label Cosmetics Mombasa palette. I'm going to start off the eye look just by setting my eyelids in place. You guys know I love doing this. I'm just taking a cream eyeshadow just to do this. I'm going to take the softest peach I could find, and I'm going to pop this into the crease right here as a transition. I'm going to bring this quite high because we're going to go back to the Gold Label palette and we are going to get that really intense orange. Now, I have used both palettes and I can honestly tell you they are not the most pigmented palettes that I've ever used. They do need a lot of building up. They're very soft shadows. but you do get a stunning look once you continue to build and work with the shadows. Do I recommend it? Yes, if you like to support indie brands, but is it going to be the best on the market? Absolutely not. It is a great palette, but do I think you need them? No. I'm going to use a little bit of this pink right here, and I'm going to pop this into the outer corner just so that there's a little bit more color in this look. So you could see how intense these colors look in the pan compared to the eye. They're just very soft on the eye, so once it's blended out, it kind of just doesn't look as vibrant anymore. So if you are someone who just likes to build up their shadows, then definitely this is the one to go for. You do get a mirror in the palette, which is very rare in a lot of indie brand palettes because mirrors are expensive. And I'm always going to be honest with you guys whether I do recommend something or not. And I'm just very thankful because I know these companies did send these to me. I'm just very thankful that you allowed me to, you know, test these out for myself and formulate an opinion. And I'm very happy that you guys are open to my opinions as well. So I wanted to say a special thank you to the companies for just allowing me to speak my mind and not restricting me, because there has been some who did not want any type of opinion or feedback. I'm eyeing one of these colors for my eyelid. I'm probably going to take a little bit of Fairy Tale right here, and I'm going to take it on a flat brush because we're going to just paint it on. I have been doing all matte looks recently, and although it's cute and although it can go with everything, sometimes I just feel a little bored by it. So we're just going to do a little bit of shimmer. And then we're going to take a little bit of gold and pop this right in the center just to add a little bit of blend between the purple and the orange. And then with the lightest bit of pressure, because these shimmers do have a little bit of like glitter and pearlescent sheen, I want to drag that up, but I don't want it to alter the way we applied the main pigment of the shimmer. Does that make any sense? I just want to blend it up a little. Today I think I'm just going to skip eyeliner, so when I do skip eyeliner, this is kind of the method that I like to do. So I'm going to go back into the Mombasa palette, and I'm going to take the dark brown right here on a small little brush, and I'm going to apply this right on the lash line. With that same brush, we are going to apply the orange, and we are going to blend up into this corner right here so that it all blends together. And this is actually something really cool that I just learned. Pure is an indie brand, even though it's super popular at Ulta. So I am going to be using one of their mascaras. This is their fully charged mascara. Today's eyelash of choice is the Oh Honey lashes in the style Honey's Fave, and I'm applying this with my ShopMissA Glue. The lashes took a little longer to put on than I expected. The band would not conform to my eye shape that easily, so it took me like 5 minutes to put it on. So I'm glad that they're at least staying on and in place, and the ShopMissA Glue is pretty good at just adhering to the eyelid. So I mean, we're here. It looks really pretty, and I'm gonna go into my face. So this is the Sigma Beauty Highlight and Contour Palette. Now I am an affiliate with Sigma, which is so crazy. They're actually the first brand I've ever been affiliated with. I genuinely love Sigma, and I've been using their brushes way longer than I've been an affiliate, so I have been in love whenever they come out with really good and solid things. Now they came out with this one a little too late in my opinion, but it's really good. Now I really love the shade Throw Shade, especially for my cheeks, because it is like a warmer toned brown compared to everything else in the palette. Now I kind of just like to stipple it on first and then blend it out, and it just leaves my face just so sculpted. Really nice. Fits the name of the palette because it's called Sculpt. but it is coming to be one of my more used bronzer contour palettes because the colors are really deep and it has highlighting shades. So if I'm just in a rush, this is one of those palettes that I just pick up and apply and I leave the house. They also have a blush palette that I have yet to try, but honestly I think I could skip out on it because I've been hoarding too many blushes. So I think I'm okay with just living my life without it because I have a blush palette that I want to use as well today. There's just a lot of palettes in my collection, in my life right now. I should do a palette declutter, but I tried to do it last week and I was like, but I use everything. So that didn't go as planned. So here is a blush palette that I'm talking about. This one is by Real Her. This is the You Are Brilliant Pro Blush Palette. I'm also an affiliate with Real Her, which is really exciting because I have been using their products for a really long time now and I haven't really been super disappointed. Their first blush palette, that one, I think that's like the only thing I didn't like from their line. But then they came out with this one and this is such a nice formula. So this one doesn't feel too dry. I'm going to take this one called Visionary because it's like the closest to like a NARS Orgasm, just a little bit more peachy. Their products are just so pigmented and it just works on the skin. Like it just, it really does the job. Now this brush might just be too big for my blush because it's not applying the way I want it to, but we're going to make it work. We're going to definitely make it work. So I'm actually going to apply another blush right on top. I feel like the powder brushes like this are just better for dusting off your powder. For blush application, it just kind of disperses. It blends out really well, but sometimes I want that pigmented blush look on my face. Real Her also has another highlight that I am obsessed with. Literally, when did I discover this? Like maybe a year and a half ago, I want to say. They launched their highlighters. I love the shade Keep Going. It is so good, so good. So I'm going to take a smaller brush here and I'm just going to do my nose highlight first because I need to switch brushes. But it is so stunning. Like in the pan, it doesn't look that great, and when you swatch it, it doesn't swatch that great, but when you apply it on the face, it looks so good. It literally just melts into the skin and just, ooh, I need to find my highlighting brush. So I'm only going to take a little bit and apply it right on this cheek. Like, you can't tell me that doesn't look good. You can't tell me that this isn't the best highlight you've ever seen. And it is something that just goes so well. Like it just looks so white, but I swear they all just, you know? And if you are trying to save money on both Sigma and Real Her, my affiliate code so you can get 10 to 15% off is ThatsSoYin. It should be just ThatsSoYin. For my lip combination, I want to just do a nude because I'm going to school. I'm going to take my BH Cosmetics Nude Lip Liner. This is one that I've been raving about literally since the beginning of my channel, and it is so freaking amazing. It's only like $4 and it really does last on the lips. I'm going to top this color off with the Dose of Colors Desi and Katie More Creamer Please lipstick. This is one that I really love because it is a warm nude. Alright everyone, that was up this video. Hope you guys all enjoy. And this look right here is just so up my alley. Can I just show you my outfit real quick and how it just complements the outfit? It is just so stinking cute. So I got this shirt from Zara, and then I have these trousers that I'm wearing. And where did I get these? I got these at PacSun. So it's kind of just like a loose fitting top with like these really cute trousers. Let me zoom out. Honestly, yes, yes. Can we scoot down? Yes, yes. Yeah, so this is pretty much the video. I hope you guys all enjoy. I hope you guys enjoy that little outfit that I had going on. And I hope you guys have an amazing day. So I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye! Peace out, Girl Scouts.